Hey, what's up, all you disgenerates? Welcome back to the Mixed Bag Podcast, where we do things a little bit differently. Cheers.
Get it done clean.
Ooh,
Put that sulfur on a futon.
I took that right to the skull, but I love it. As always, welcome back to the Mixed Bag Podcast, where we talk about this.
All things discs, news, drops, everything you need to know about discs.
But first things first, we're going to get into a little bit of personal stuff.
Dude, honestly, you should just explain why you had to do the shotgun to begin with.
Oh, man.
Oh, sorry, I thought that was disc golf related. It's not even disc golf. It's like kind of.
It is kind of disc golf related.
Kinda.
Me and Jefferson played a tournament. You stopped by, and we were arguing. We were like, "What episode did Rick and Morty reference disc golf?" And I thought, well, I knew it was the same episode, but I didn't know it was the same episode where the stomach stuff happens. I can't even remember what they're called.
Quado?
Quado? That sounds right. But speaking of the tournament that we played, Jefferson, what discs were working for you? Because I wasn't paying too much attention to what you were throwing, honestly.
I would say probably the staples of the day was the yellow wild honey and then the purple firebird. Those two were getting thrown off the tee the most. And then obviously a lot of the upshots were like yarns. But what was working for you? A lot of discs were working for you. We were smashing today.
There was a couple for sure. Destroyer. My Destroyer was doing work. And then underrated disc. All you guys should check this disc out. The Savant. I took the T-Bird 3 out of my bag forcefully. I left it at a course probably or lost it. But then I changed to the Savant and it's been game-changing, man. It's great. And then probably the Buzz SS, honestly. I threw it on a lot of shots and a lot of those shots were birdies, so I can't complain.
Drew using the Buzz SS the entire round? That's a crazy concept.
Who would have guessed it? It was a weird course, though. I mean, it was longer, but still wooded, and you kind of got the in-between. Like, you got a mix of the long holes with the short wooded holes, and I like that course.
Yeah, Zobel. My first time playing it. I hear it all the time talked about, especially in the Wisconsin scene. So it was finally fun to check it off. And then my first Wings disc golf event. I know they're big up in the northern half, so it was cool to check out those people and what they're doing. It was awesome. Well run.
You got to pick what hole you started on. I mean, it's a doubles one, so it's the little things like that where it's like, okay, that makes the tournament better. You just get to play with your buddies even though they're worse than you, I guess, right?
I guess we probably should say how we did, or people are going to comment and ask, right?
I mean, we placed last cash. We did shoot. I mean, we shot a 9 under and then a 10 under, but it wasn't enough to get the job done.
No, I think we ended up losing by like 8, actually.
To the leader, yeah. I think they shot what? God, we were at
24?
19.
Oh, fair enough.
Oh, so we didn't lose by 8. We lost by
for some reason I thought we ended at 16. I don't know why I thought that.
No. 9 down and then 10
Well, hell yeah,
down.
that wasn't that bad.
No, it wasn't that bad, honestly. And no discs were lost either. I know I've lost a couple discs at Zobel personally. So, happy to walk away with the whole bag.
The theme of today's episode is going to revolve around stolen discs and the idea of one company making a mold and then another one basically deciding, hey, we need one of those, or if it's the pro players asking for it so they can play better on the tour. So before we get into it and talk about that, I wanted to ask you, what do you think are some of the most stolen molds? So maybe the audience members can kind of get what we're talking about.
I think probably the most stolen mold, and this shouldn't come as a surprise to anybody, but it is probably the Destroyer. I know there's a lot of pros that love Destroyers, ask for like Destroyers, and you have almost one for every company, damn near. Like the Time Lapse, the Cloudbreaker. I don't know what Discraft is. The Zeus.
I think that was what it was originally supposed to be, and then the Terminator. Is that not supposed to be sort of what it is?
Destroyers. I think so.
I think that's
maybe like a more stable one.
Pretty sure. We'll get into more of that later in the episode.
My second one's probably Glitch. I think it goes Destroyer Glitch.
Do you think there's more glitches or Berg cones?
Oh.
Because right now there's a lot of people are copying the Berg and the little indentation. I don't even know what you call it, the rim.
Probably thumb track, but yeah. I think different companies' Bergs are different. Like, I don't think, like, the sled is understable Berg pretty much. I think they kind of changed the flight enough.
It's not the exact copy of the mold, just the feel. It's almost attacking different. They know, hey, we're not going to beat the Berg, but we know Berg throwers are going to throw anything that looks like it, so we'll just make it understable, and they have to bag it.
I think it's the anti-glide gimmick, pretty much, with all those
And then along those lines, which stolen mold do you think ended up becoming better than the original?
Ooh, oh man, that is a tough one.
If you're thinking about this, I know the one that I go, and maybe it's not a direct clone, but in my opinion, it's like my yarn situation with the zone.
Oh, yeah, there are a lot of zone clones. Honestly, I think the Sagara is better than the T-Bird 3. I think that's one where I think they did a really good job on that. Yeah, that's probably it's probably my pick for that. I like the Sagara. It's a cool name, and it flies pretty damn good.
Well, I like it, and the reason that we're even bringing this up is because there was a slip over, or maybe it was intentional, on the Paul McBeth / Supreme Flight YouTube channel, where Paul McBeth kind of just confirms or admits that he took a destroyer, or the idea of the destroyer, took it to Bob or Discraft or whoever it is and said, hey, we need to make sure it's more like this, because in his own words, and the clip will show, is that I think there's the rim started becoming more blocky instead of rounded or something along those lines. So he asked basically like, hey, make it more like we wanted originally back in 2019 when I switched.
That is some pretty crazy news, honestly. Especially for a pro to be coming forward and be like, make it like this. But I guess that's why a lot of open bag or half open bag players will throw the destroyer, just because it's that good. And it's so hard to replicate how that destroyer flies and feels.
Do you think that's true, or do you think that is just some thought that we've all just decided collectively of destroyers are the best, or is it really destroyers are the best? Because I've heard that from infinite players, Castaflash players, you always see them pick the destroyer over every other clone.
And I think it really is the best, and I think it's like more consistent.
That's crazy to say about a destroyer. I'm just saying, consistency of destroyers hand in hand. I don't know about that one.
I just think it's consistent. Like, even if the runs are different, it's still going to be a destroyer, and it's still going to be great. That's kind of what I meant. Like, no matter what run of destroyers you're going to get, it's going to have a good flight.
What was your favorite run of destroyer?
Oh man, I really like the. Oh man, I think it was when Owen Scoggins won. Was it Texas States? Is that one that you
Open
won?
at Austin, I believe.
Open at Austin. That's what it was. Yeah, last year they released a commemorative C, like their champion halo, and I love that thing. That thing was a super workhorse in my bag. It kind of got. I think I lost it, and then I got a duo destroyer, and it flies decently similar in my opinion. I bought it too, and I was like, this is gonna be the beefiest thing ever. It's gonna be great. But then it was kind of flippy. I don't know if I just started hitting weights more, but but it was a little bit flippier than what I was expecting of that disc. But that's my favorite run. What about you? You got a favorite destroyer run?
It's a toss-up between the Paul McBeth 4-time, because I think you can get like some pop tops that really just bomb and beat in great overtime, or it's the Ricky, first run of Ricky destroyers. I forgot, I don't know what the technical name is, but it was like the robot.
The Raptor one?
Yeah, the robot. Is that what it's called?
Does it have a Raptor on it, or is it just the robot?
Raptor robot. It's like half, like the legs are robot, but the top half is. It's just whatever the first run was. I know it was they did it at one time, and then they went into the more stock, and you see all the time Ricky one. But I think those ones bomb out the box. They're flippers, and that's what I like out of a destroyer.
Yeah, you're big. We're too different in that, because I just like
very,
pushing
very
over
much.
on overstable destroyers, and you just like flipping them up and letting them ride.
Mm-hmm. That's why I love beating destroyers. I like just going into the U section, finding ones that, like, honestly, bottom stamp ones, like the bottom stamp ones that just say destroyer and then have the numbers. I really like those runs. They're usually pretty flippy. And I always thought for the longest time, and this was just, I think, told by disc golfers around, and it became lore, and it was never like fact checked, I guess. I always thought that whoever got the Signature Series Destroyer, because that was like the pinnacle of the sport, is getting your name on that disc, because you're going to make so much damn money. And I thought that it was, as time went on, when it was the Avery to the Paul to the Ricky, that they were able to be like, hey, can you make it more overstable? Can you make it more domey? They were able to add whatever aspects they wanted, because it was theirs. It was their destroyer. Turns out completely not true. It's just different runs, and different runs are in different colors and gonna fly differently, and if it's the time of day, and it's just different.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, like, they've released how many years of destroyers? Like, if you can't find one, like, they're not gonna make a new one, because there's probably already some out there that are domey and some that are like heavier esque.
Mm-hmm.
So they're not really gonna like make it to your standards just because they have so many. They're like, oh, you don't like this one? Throw another destroyer. Like, try another run.
In my head, I was just always like, "Oh, that makes sense." It's like it's just like this prize that you get for reaching the top. So here you go. But it's like, yeah, that makes absolutely no sense when you really think about it.
Yeah, because they'd have to change the disc. I don't know if they did something different with the McPro AVRs. Do you remember those?
The McPro AVRs that were stamped with just on the destroyers. I know they were just
No,
they
no,
were,
the like I'm talking about actual AVRs.
oh no,
So it's similar to what you're saying. I don't know what's different about the McPro AVRs. If there is anything different,
is it not just plastic?
maybe. I don't know. I've felt a couple. They feel a little DXy.
Oh,
Might be
okay.
JK. I don't really know the difference between JK and DX.
No, I got nothing on that either.
Yeah, I can't. I've tried many putters and I've tried AVRs once and it was just DX. So I don't know.
The only AVR I've ever tried is out the starter pack, like the 140 grams that no
Yeah.
one's been putting with. It is cool though that when pros are moving different manufacturers, that it's really become a new thing. And honestly, Paul McBeth might have been the person that standardized this. Is when he went to Discraft, they said, "Hey, we're gonna design discs that you want specifically and call it the McBeth line or whatever it was." And I think that was what the Zeus originally was intended, was, hey, here's a destroyer, I want this to be my main thing. And then now obviously it's changing a little bit, but it's cool that companies are leaning into that of, hey, these are the people we want using our tools, so might as well mold it after them. And it almost creates that relationship where McBeth can't really leave Discraft to a point where it feels like he's making so much money, and I don't know if anyone can else give him that line where it's like, now you have at least 10 discs that you're getting royalties off of no matter what, where if you go somewhere else, I don't think people can match that.
Yeah. Well, especially just how much he's built up that line too. I remember it started with the Zeus was the destroyer clone, the Onyx was the like a faster Thunderbird, and the Luna was pretty much an AVR. So I wonder how many more of his molds are kind of like taken. I guess per se not taken, but
Modeled after.
yep, modeled after other discs. Because those first three were.
Do you think he took to the people like, hey, here's literally the discs I want you to model it after? Like, please make them do this, do it to you.
I think so, just because like Innova, he was throwing all like Thunderbirds, like destroyers and AVRs, and that was kind of like the holes in Discraft's lineup. I know they probably have the Raptor, but that's more of like a Firebird kind of.
It's not like he came out and chose the Rock 3, right? Wasn't that one of like the big discs at the time? Or maybe he just went over and the buzz was just better?
I think it was just the buzz. Yeah, he's like I think he was just trying to find gaps in Discraft's lineup and kind of make this tailored to those gaps that he had with Innova, kind of.
Do you think it was like a mind-blowing experience of him grabbing a buzz for the first time and just like, oh, it's so much better?
No, I don't.
No?
Yeah, I don't think so.
He's just chill. Okay.
I think it cool because he definitely had to have thrown like a buzz on the side. You know, he's been in disc golf so long. Like, it definitely wasn't his first time throwing a buzz moving over to Discraft. Throw whatever they want as long as it's not in a tournament, right?
I don't know. I know the pros event's pretty stickler about that, but it's in contract. And if you're, like, for example, if I'm around someone and Gannon's chucking a Discraft disc or he's throwing the Terminator, I'm going to take a video of that and I'm going to put it out there because that's like a clickable moment. And I'm not saying me. I'm just saying, like, hypothetically, someone out on a course. You know, like, that's something that someone would go take to the Circle Jerk Reddit page.
That's true. Someone definitely would tell. They need to be snitches. Disc golf snitches.
Do you think you're going to be throwing the Terminator? Is this something that interests you?
No.
Not even a little bit? You're just stuck with, like, hey, Destroyer is peak?
Yeah, I think I got in a good spot with where my bag's at right now. I don't need a super switch. And I've always kind of relied on these filler spots where... So my bag right now is Innova drivers, and then Discraft mids, and then Prodigy approach. I'm kind of stuck in my ways in that way.
How have you come to that conclusion? You just have?
Yeah, I think I've just always had groupings like that.
Weird.
It is kind of weird, but I rock with it.
Whatever works.
Yeah, it works for me.
Yeah, I don't think I'm rocking the Terminator either. The only reason I would do it is if we had it for, like, this video. To, like, it'd be like, oh, look at us throwing the disc. But Discraft ain't cool and sending us stuff, so...
It looks pretty cool, though.
Does it?
I think so. I think it's a badass name. Badass name. I've seen some of the flights too. Terminator.
I've been seeing Evan Smith was throwing it all over Des Moines, so that's a pretty good advertisement. I think it's coming out like this week. Or I think probably the time this video's out, it's out.
You think they're making a special one for him?
That makes the most sense.
Just release the disc, already releasing a new run, you know? That'd be cool.
It's cool because they would almost guarantee him a solid check of there's not a whole lot of these out there, so they're going to sell no matter what.
Well, especially only in one plastic. You can imagine that it would be in a different plastic that's not the norm. So because there's only one plastic out there, people are going to want to try different plastics to see what it does in different plastics. I think it's peak time right now.
Discraft also, another huge release, this one more of the meme disc style with the slime, Brian Earhart's overstable comparison to the blob, I believe it is.
I don't know if it's a comparison. I think it's just a different disc. I saw videos of him throwing it. It looked pretty memey.
Do you think this is trying to be something actually in the game, or it's, I can sell a lot of these?
I think he's just stopped playing, and he's got more time on his hands, so he's like, going to Discraft with all his like super high thoughts maybe. he's like, oh man, you know it'd be cool? A tilt, but Discraft. I think it's like that.
In the words of Chip, think Zono-esque but more hideous. Wouldn't have it any other way. It's slime time. I'm not too sure what that's supposed to mean. It kind of just looks like, you know what, the birdie from Innova?
Mm-hmm.
It looks like if the birdie was beefy as hell for no reason.
That's a throwback, dude. I haven't seen a birdie in forever.
It has that, I don't even know how to describe that rim either. Like that thumb track style on it, and it's beefy as hell. I don't know if this is actually trying to be a utilizing thing, but or just how can you reinvent the Frisbee another way? And meme discs are so trendy right now where they'll sell out.
Yeah, I know the Blob and then the Son of Blob, the other release, they sold out super quick. So maybe he's just like, maybe Discraft's giving him like, throwing him a bone because it's like, okay, your first two discs are like selling like crazy. Let's just get him another one. You know what I mean? Maybe they're just making so much money that they don't care what comes out next.
And at the end of the day, that's literally the end game. It doesn't matter how you sell them. As long as you can sell the plastic, keep on doing it.
Bring your ideas, Brian. Let's just get so many meme discs out there. And follow-up question to the meme disc. I know there's a lot of companies with meme discs, but what do you think the next company that releases a meme disc will be? Like for their first
Doomsday,
meme disc.
because they'll probably just do it.
For their first meme disc. Yeah.
Okay, are we calling the Rolo a meme disc?
Oh, for sure.
Oh, okay. So who doesn't have one then? Does MVP? Are we calling, like, is the range one? Probably not. Like, I think Bird Clone, but it still has like an actual purpose, I guess.
I guess Trilogy too. Trilogy hasn't really released a meme disc. I don't think.
What is the classification of a meme disc? How weird does it have to get before it has a purpose versus it's just weird for the sake of being weird?
Oh, shoot. I don't know. Doomsday Disc has desensitized.
Line.
Yeah, Doomsday Disc has desensitized the meme disc market.
Because I would low key argue that the Rolo isn't necessarily truly a meme disc. Because I know someone, Swiss Cheese, who sometimes can't even turn that all the way over.
I know it wasn't created as a meme disc. Like, yeah, it was just supposed to be roller disc, like utility disc, but it turned into a meme. I think it's basically public perception on whether what's a meme disc or not. And sometimes it's hard to draw that line, what is a meme disc and what isn't. So if you think Innova is going to release another meme disc, go ahead.
Part of me thinks that Dave Dunapace is such a purist, where he almost looks down upon, like he looks at the glitches and goes, like, you're gross.
You're gross. Spit on it. I think MVP is going to release a meme disc. I mean, you have Simon and Eagle. It's just a matter of time before they release like a tilt clone or like a crazy weird disc.
I see that actually. Totally. Super overstable seems the way to go. But what do you think is like the next meme or trend to make things different that's next? Because the glitch was the first like one speed that popularized like the catch style that caught on. You have super overstable things. I don't know how much more you can reinvent the game for something different. Or maybe we start leaning into this is a thumber disc and trying to make some weird ass like indentation grip.
It's called a groove. Groove thumbers.
Oh, gross.
I'm not even sure.
Disc Golf Expo, Gateway was testing out on the top. It was like grippy where it caught the chains better. where it was like, think like almost Nerf style foam, where it was supposed to just get sucked in. I don't know if that, like, I think almost that is like the next way, is some putter that is like jagged or weird, where it's like, there's no way this could spit out because it grabs the chains here, this, where it's like, all right, you're just promoting the bad putters. So we might buy a few.
I couldn't listen to the back half because you said grippy and sucks in the same sentence.
Damn.
And my like 10-year-old brain just started laughing. it just got me.
No, that's fair. That's valid. I
yeah, great point.
Sus like that.
Great point.
I'm gonna run down because Discraft also was bringing back things. Nate Doss, the Flash is back. I don't know if you ever touched this disc before or used the Flash. I don't know. I'm so clueless on especially old Discraft.
I've seen it. I've definitely seen it thrown. Never touched it myself because I have too much respect for myself and pride.
I could see this, maybe not meme disc style, but I could see the trend becoming, hey, we're just going to be bringing out of production stuff. I know that's already been like a Ledgestone thing that they've been doing for a while, but like Innova has to have some sort of back catalog that they could bring back for some cult fans.
The companies need to do that. Obviously, the older disc golf generation isn't going to be around long, so you got to do it sooner rather than later. But you got to bring back what they love. Especially, too, like, I was always taught by like the community, the disc golf community that I was in, if you like a run, buy so many of that run, then you'll never run out. I don't think these old dudes were taught that. So it's just, you know, they need their flash because that they threw in like, I don't even remember, like probably 2005.
Yeah, there's only so many that they're all gone now.
All of them are lost in ponds because they can't hit a 200 water carry.
The old days.
They're losing it, man. They need more.
The last new run from Discraft was releasing the first run Captain's Caliber and Z Jawbreaker.
Not crazy. I hate the Jawbreaker Z plastic. It might be a hot take, but I hate it. It feels so gross in my hands. And then if you have it for long enough, it starts to bleed through to the top, and then you can feel it.
What's the Z?
So it's kind of their Jawbreaker. It looks like a big Jawbreaker. And then it's like a clearish plastic.
Yeah, I do remember this now.
But these guys will like bleed through the rim if you throw it long enough. I'm sure you know.
Another putter that's getting released in this week is the Innova Sink, not S-I-N-K as we know.
Y-N-K.
I don't know if this is going to be popular. I don't know if I see a lot of hype for Innova nowadays, where it's just a basic ass putter where you could probably choose 13 other ones they already make.
Well, I think it's different too because you obviously have the buy-in as soon as people release this. But Innova's more of like a you try it and then you see if you like it. But like if Discraft releases a disc, everybody's all over it. You know what I mean? Like you don't have that consumer buy-in where they're like, I need this disc before it comes out because I want to try it first. Innova is just try it if you find it on a used rack, I guess.
Yeah, which is weird because Innova hasn't been releasing a whole lot of new molds. And the ones they have, it's been putters, like the Arachnid, the Sink, the Fox was a mid. They haven't released anything that is like a meme disc or some super fast driver that everyone's going to want to get their hands on. They've been kind of low key on what they've been releasing, and it's not popping on socials. No one can really get to make a YouTube video on just a basic ass disc.
They could have promoted it with the world stuff. Be like, oh yeah, World's box, and we're releasing the Sink. just in the bottom. Yeah. People will read that post.
Someone just opens the box, they just get 2 Sinks instead.
Oh, I'd be so happy.
They're also releasing a limited edition Duo Mambas, which is huge. That it seems like they're really leaning into the Duo plastic. And again, maybe not meme, but the next trendy stuff is, and it always has been for the past couple years, is just cool looking plastic. It might not be beneficial, it might not do actually anything, but if it looks cool, people are buying it.
They look so nice when they fly. I don't know if you saw any of my Destroyer shots today, but they look so clean when they fly.
The one you threw on, I don't know the whole names. You know the one that you smashed so far on the right side. You went around those trees. Oh, you're right. My bad, dude. You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, par 4.
Mm-hmm. You went on the right side of those trees and went around. Yeah, smashed.
And that's another thing, too. Not even stealing discs, but stealing plastics. How many people stole Halo plastic? Made their own Halo plastic. It's just kind of like the way that the market goes. And that was honestly the last time that I heard of Innova super popping. I remember in 2020, you couldn't even get your hands on the Halo stuff.
You can get your hands on any plastic then, though.
It's true.
Before Halo, what was pretty discs? There was tour series that had like cool art, but just the plastic itself looking swirly or any unique aesthetic pleasing. Before Halo, it really wasn't a thing.
You might have had a couple Discraft runs that had cool swirls in them, and that was really like the big thing before Halo was just swirls. Or Metal Flake. Metal Flake was pretty cool too.
Anything that was slightly different that you could flex, that's what was cool. Because
I don't know,
everyone wants to be their own, stand out.
Exactly, and they were releasing the right molds, I think, in the Halo plastic. Obviously, they had their destroyers like T-Bird 3s.
They're doing the same thing with Duo. Like, they have been very smart on the molds they're choosing, on them being popular. And they know what they're doing, and that's cool that finally shines.
They'll inject, like, weird shit. Like, just like the Duo Fox. You know what I mean? They're like, oh, here's this destroyer, here's this Thunderbird, here's a Fox.
Someone in the factory, might be Dave, likes that mold, so they just like, I'm doing this for me. That's what I truly feel.
Yeah, I mean, the Fox and the Arachnid came out around the same time. And just look how much love the Fox has gotten over the Arachnid. I wonder if that's kind of like a judge of popularity thing. If they're looking at the numbers. Or if they're just going off their gut, kind of.
I'm sure a little bit of both. I would really hope they're looking at the numbers and making some sort of analytical decision. But it's Innova.
Yeah.
Heading over to Discmania, though, who's actually, I would say, dipping their toes in what could also be the next wave for these companies, is focusing on content creators instead of just the pros. Discmania heavily is leaning into Jay Milley this past season. I don't know if you've noticed, there's been multiple releases of his own stamp this past week or so. I think it's called the Flipageddon. The founder, the Super Flippy Mid, he has his own run now. They put him in the Discmania Challenge, where he was front and center and playing the pro event, where I'm sure he's kind of just there at the flag mark to also be a face for the brand. Where it seems like that could be the next, as long as the content creators are willing to shill out their souls for just selling Frisbees, that could be the new wave.
I think that's honestly great, especially for exposure-wise. Like, you sponsor, I mean, obviously you'll have your top guys like this Mania with Gannon, but then you have guys who aren't, like, within the top 25 every week. And you kind of got to find that middle ground. Like, yeah, Jay Milley's not anytime soon going to be successful on the Pro Tour, I don't think. But he's still cashing in those views for Discmania. And I think that's a route we're going to see other companies going, I hope. I think it's a good route for getting people on board with brands, I think.
Drew's basically saying whoever wants to step up and have a mixed bag disc, we're willing.
Oh, for sure. For sure, as long as it's a Buzz SS.
We're down for any disc, any company, as long as it's a Buzz SS.
As long as it's a Buzz SS.
Then we're solid.
Then we're good. We already got one half. Disc Golf World Buzz SS.
That's true. And the dope
that
plastic.
Thing was money for me today.
Dude, there was that park job on whatever hole that was. Pristine. That's what we need to see more of. Hit his head on the cage, dude, putting that thing in.
That's what I'm saying.
Discmania also releasing a new Gannon MD5, the Crypto Blade 2, I believe. I'm not sure what the whole marketing scheme behind that is, but it is.
Yeah, they're kind of going crazy with the names. Like, I liked it, like, Sky God, Roaming Thunder, like, those are cool names. Now it's kind of getting a little weird.
I don't even understand the theming. I can't follow what's going on. It seems like if you're going Ganon, why are we not just sticking with this Iceman or the Iceberg?
That's what I'm saying.
Like, at least I get it.
Put him on the cover of Madden, Iceman.
They're also releasing new P-line putter options where they have a different plastic for their putters, which is also a thing we've been seeing in the past of just having multiples of soft, different variations of soft, and every possible option giving it to your fans. Also, Discmania releasing new Cloud Breakers, possibly in the Q line. Gannon's favorite run, apparently. I think this is the wave that also is going to be for Discmania, is they've seen the Q line or the Premier Plastic has a market. It's working, and people truly are believing that it's flying farther, partly because the pros are fully endorsing it as well. And I think for them, just as Innova is going duo, they're just going to keep slowly adding more and more molds. I am curious though, because they're getting them reapproved on if they're slightly tweaking things, but maybe we'll find out some controversy down the line where we can make a whole mixed bagged episode on it.
Controversy about Q-Line. I like it. I wonder too, like how, I mean, pinch me if I'm wrong, but what is the use of Q-Line in mid-ranges? Like, would you not just go fairway? You know what I mean? Is that extra spin really going to help?
Is that the whole point?
That it's heavier in the rim, so it spins more?
Gotcha.
I think it's like the MVP
gyroscopic
stuff.
Thing? Okay, gotcha.
Yeah. I could be wrong here, but I just don't understand what the point of having a Q-Line mid-range is. Especially if your point is, like, and a lot of pros are pushing this, that it goes farther. Why do you need a mid-range to go further? Just disc up to a fairway?
Because Drew, disc going far is the whole point.
I guess. And maybe it spins nice and it goes down the fairway better, but that's all our discs should do.
I think from the business side, it's more of, okay, plastic sell a lot, we make more. Very simple.
Yeah, I guess too, if you can throw $5 more on just by adding Q-Line to it, like, why not? You know? Yeah, why not cash grab?
Especially in the times that they're in, they are literally need to get as much money as they possibly can.
That's
you're begging for stuff.
Gotta keep gaining on.
Small news from Westside as we wrap up the House of Disc news is the Tide is now in tournament plastic. Tide is a disc, apparently, and tournament plastic might be one of the worst names in all of them. Not just Westside, but discs in general.
Oh, we played with a guy today who only bagged Westside. We should have asked him why the names are so bad.
It's horrible. It's just, I honestly can't even think of a worse one off the top of my head. I would rather have Discraft adding prefixes, suffixes, 9 words before their name other than tournament.
What are we doing?
Prodigy, return of the X1. I'm not sure if you ever used this, but this is also debatably, they call it one of the original utility discs. Others would call it the first meme disc.
The first meme disc. The grandfather of meme disc.
It was really like the tilt before the tilt.
I think so. I've never thrown the X line. I've thrown the H line, which is also kind of super flippy stuff. I threw an H7, which I think the numbers mean it's less stable. I guess higher as you go up. I should know this. I throw Prodigy approaches. But I found like an H7, and oh man, was it flippy. So I just kept throwing rollers with it when I first started.
I've never had any Prodigy thrown, so I don't really have info on that. But it seems like it's a hype release. People are sharing it on social media, which can only mean that they're excited.
Somebody's excited for Prodigy, man. Gotta love it. Keyword on somebody, not some people. Right, one person just reposting the shit out of it.
Right.
X1, right. Let's go.
Since we've been talking a lot about meme discs, I think it only makes sense we're going to be jumping into the PDGA approved, the new things to check out, and Doomsday doing what they do best, making this monstrosity of, I guess, a disc.
Yeah, it looks goofy. It looks like one of those cat toys where the ball goes around and the cat just hits the ball. Right. That's what it looks like.
The decay.
The decay, right at the top of our list. This thing is nuts.
If you're wondering what the situation is, just look at the bottom rim. Do you know what was the whole deal?
Sounds like the disc was too heavy for PDGA standards. So they had to add another rim. I'm not sure why. I don't know the technicalities on PDGA approval disc. But they had to add another rim or they had to cut down the original rim and then add another rim. So apparently you should be able to just go to the innermost rim from the outside, so then you don't even feel the middle. But I feel like you're going to feel the middle.
I feel like you're definitely going to feel the middle, right? You have to.
Everybody shits on the groove. Everybody should go shit on this disc, but they're not. They're just going to buy the crap out of it.
They're going to say it's awesome.
Yep, exactly.
Here is words directly from Doomsday. They're words on the decay. It is a driving putter that has a rim wide enough that it feels like a 9-speed rim width, but with a putt and approach profile. It was designed as a single rim, but a rim that thick results in discs that are far too heavy for PDGA approval. So the center section of the rim was scooped out, making it look like a double rim. But you can't really hold the disc with only the outside rim, so you grip the disc with the innermost rim, and combined with the width is the 9-speed. The PDGA approved it with the combined rim width of both rims, which was intended.
I mean, you might be able to hold the outer rim because you got baby hands.
Damn, thanks.
We're
not wrong,
fingers.
but
You can slide right in there.
I just think that Doomsday should honestly keep leaning into this type of stuff. I know that was probably their first thought process of, hey, we did all this work, might as well try to still put something out, and they came up with this, which is so on brand. The only the only problem that I see like with making things weird is at least you don't want to make things just different or weird or wacky just to be so. Like it makes so much more sense for like the tilt. It's like, hey, this is the most overstable. You can throw grenades without having to hold the grip. Like there's some sort of marketing behind it that disc golfers will be like, yeah, I don't believe you, but like the facade is in their mind to give you the money. Where this is like, what the fuck you doing here, man?
They just released so many non-PDGA like accepted discs that they just had to get one that's, I don't know, because it's almost like, you want them to release a bunch of PDGA approved stuff so you could throw it in tournaments. I don't think I'd ever throw this in a tournament, but just to say that I could is kind of cool. So they're like, let's just release one that's gonna be PGA approved, like not the oxymoron or whatever they've been cooking. I like it. I like this meme disc trend with Doomsday. You didn't have to release this many meme discs to be viewed as the meme disc company, though.
They definitely have the most.
Oh yeah, and I think forever they're gonna just be known as the meme disc. Like they're just trying cool stuff.
Yeah, they're pushing the boundaries, trying to find the line of what can be considered approved or not, because there has been like the hexagon, the oxymoron. The PDGA has their no list, but the Doomsday is kind of slowly starting to find that line.
They're definitely testing boundaries in PDGA, what they can get away with. But they have some cool ideas. Like, a putter with a driver rim almost. Like, I feel like that's pretty cool. And it had to have been thought of before. And only Doomsday could be like, okay, you're not going to approve this disc. Let's just cut out the middle of the rim. I don't think any other company would have done anything like that.
Just even have that thought process of we're just going to try this. We don't know if this is going to work, but we're just going to have this idea and just do it.
Because they're probably not the first one to try and get a disc like this approved with the big rim, but they're definitely the first one to be like, okay, we're just going to do some random bullshit and get this approved.
And I wonder if it's going to hit. It's got a name where it's on brand for those people where they're just such a cult Doomsday that they're just going to buy it up. So it might become a staple.
Or they're just going to buy it to resell it for like 3 times the amount on Facebook.
That is also possible.
Let's get into this next one. Let's see. Let's do the Nice Disc Kool-Aid.
A little 3D, not 3D, a little, what's it called?
3D printed.
Oh, it is 3D, yeah.
You were there. Yeah, 3D printed.
Shit.
On the PDGA website, their first photo is AI generated.
Ooh, L off the bat. Why? There's not even like a reason to do that. Why are you even doing that?
Obviously, if you're 3D printing discs, like you probably don't have the money to like pay someone to to make like a nice one, or you could have just put a picture of the disc. Like nobody's gonna be mad if you just put a picture of the disc on. Like you don't have to do all this.
Right. No one's gonna be mad if you didn't, but now everyone's pissed you did this. Dummies.
They're definitely linking though. They got pre-order now at nicedisc.com. It's weird. This disc is probably not the greatest 3D printed disc I've ever seen.
I'm just not a fan of all the different lines and indentations that I'm going to feel when I'm holding it. But I just, with this style of making it a disc, it's unavoidable.
It is, yeah. I mean, since our last podcast, Jefferson actually got to feel a forged disc, correct?
I did. And every little thing you feel, like everything you're like, I wonder if that, yeah, you do. It's in your hand.
Is that almost like, because you could probably sand it down, right? I know some pros will.
I don't think so. You're going to be doing a lot of sanding.
That's
true. You're making it flippy.
Sand the whole top, make it flippy. Maybe it's good. I don't know.
Just wouldn't be worth it, I don't think. Maybe it's
Yeah,
good.
probably not. Yeah, I get standing over like a little blemish, but this is kind of nuts.
That's
or like
overkill.
Yeah, standing over some parting line or some. Oh, what was that called? Prodigy had a bunch of them. Flashing? That's what it is, flashing. Oh, man. There is actually, I know we don't talk a whole lot about this, but there is a new target, so a new basket that just got certified.
Yeah.
And guess what? There is no nubs. Is this a new wave? Are we getting a bunch of baskets with no nubs?
I know that the Titan from Gateway, that is often said to be the best basket on the market right now, also has a version without nubs. However, the lore and the history of why this is a thing is escaping me right now, but something with Ed Hedrick and the nub, it's like the Eye of Hedrick or something they're called. I don't know why, but there is some sort of reason, and I know that people get pissed, especially the boomers and the old ass people, of taking those away. But I don't know why. Do you think that it even matters? Does the nubs do anything? Like,
I don't know. I have no clue what the nubs even do, are there for. So it doesn't really matter to me. It definitely does look a little bit fast, though, you know? And I've had a lot of skip aces, even with the nubs, and I feel like I wouldn't be able to get the skip aces if there was no nubs.
why?
I feel like the top of the basket would just be faster. But maybe that's just like me trying to convince myself that I need the nubs because they're everywhere.
I think so, because I feel like there's times when if you putt low enough where like the rim of your disc on the back end, when it's kind of dropping, catches and it bounces out. Like, almost think of the putt you splashed out today. I feel like almost if the nubs weren't there, it would have stayed.
You think so? I don't think
When
so.
it was swooping around I'm not saying, it's just hypothetical.
Oh,
like,
man.
In theory, it's possible.
You're just stabbing a knife in deeper, man. That putt was gross. It was
stupid.
I get it was left side. It could have went in, but oh, man, you didn't have to do all that. Like, you could have just splashed out. But this disc went from the chains to the basket to all the way around the basket and out. I think it was at one point it was touching the bottom of the basket and then splashed out.
Said, nah.
Like, I get it was weak side, but just like chain out on me. Like, I don't need all that. Like, that just
it was being extra for no
That's
reason.
what I'm saying. Oh, man.
Some bullshit.
It was a birdie putt, too.
The Infinite Discs is putting out the Cavalier Run 1. Brand new, some sort of Innova old molds. Either if it's a clash of some sort, but that's all Infinite does. So.
Yeah, this reminds me of the Gator.
Oh, you think so? Yeah, it does look like an
without a
overstable
bead.
made,
Yeah, without a bead.
which would be the Cayman, right?
Yeah. That's what it looks like.
It kind of does give that. Yeah, I'm looking at the side profile right there.
Mhm.
Definitely some sort of beef. No bead.
Beefy
Yeah,
mid.
a Cayman action. Maybe it's like the bottom top of one smashed together, because that's mostly what Infinite does.
I think it looks cool. Oh, man,
I don't
look at
know,
all the
like-
bubbles. I love the bubbles.
I never really got into the overstable mid-range game.
It's nice. The trick is to get one with enough glide that you can push straight and then have that reliable finish at the end. Is what I like. I actually forehand the Gator, so it's very seldom, but a couple times when I'm in a sticky situation, I'll forehand the Gator.
Mint Discs coming out with 2 new discs this month. First, we got the Butterfly, which seems like a very fast driver, probably overstable, but that rim looks thick as hell. Like ape action.
Oh, man.
Dude, that is beefy as shit. Look how sharp that is.
Look how much dome it has on it, too.
Can't ever have too much dome, but fuck, you're finding the line here, man.
It's a big dome.
And it's crazy because it feels just like the ape with the Made in the USA bottom. Everything. Like, it's like warning you, like, you are gonna get hurt if this hits you.
It's almost like we're just trying to put disc golfers in the hospital. And it's crazy too, because it's not the person who buys the disc that's going to get sent to the hospital. It's innocent bystanders.
Dude, this thing looks like a skip machine. Disc Golf Jesus probably puts this in his bag. Like, that's how overstable it looks. You just karate chop in forehands. And then their other disc called the Hot Wing also looks like a driver of sorts, more of, what would you call that? Like a 9 to a 10 speed, maybe even lower actually.
I think it looks like an 11 speed, honestly.
Oh, really? Okay. It's still, yeah, it's just sharp. It still has distance driver vibes to it. Yeah, totally.
Well, it's crazy too because the rim looks so like fat from the top pictures, and then when you go to the side pictures, it doesn't look that big. But at least to me,
The Hot Wing.
the Hot Wing.
Interesting name. Yeah, I got nothing on the Hot Wing, but it just seems like it's going to be some sort of stable to overstable. You said 11. I think like that 10 to that speed's going to be right around there. Have you thrown mint discs really?
No, I've thrown like maybe one. No, two. I've thrown two. I've thrown the lobster and the pickle, but the pickle is a putter. And the lobster.
I like the feel of the pickle actually. If I didn't like
Yep.
the popcorn so much, I would rock the pickle.
Actually, I have a buddy who bought a bunch of the pickles, and they're now his putting putter because
Really?
his name is Tony Pickle, his government.
Mm-hmm. That
So
makes
he has
sense.
to go with
That's
the
solid.
pickle theme. Yep. You actually played with him. That's the guy who Jesus disc guy.
Sort of.
Sort of. Okay.
Sort of. I popped off that day. That's all I remember.
Yeah, you and Dylan ended up tying. I was last. Still shot a good rating though. Did you mess with the island?
Oh, yeah. I fucked that one up bad. Yeah. I fucked that up. But yeah. I was still in balance, but it was scary. It was like, there's no
Gotcha.
reason you should be close on that. And I
Yeah.
was close. I don't think I birdied it. And it's
Oh,
like
really?
literally just a hyzer.
Yeah, it is just a hyzer, especially from longs too. I just wanted to spice it up a little bit. I felt like that hole was too easy. And
Definitely.
well, I didn't like super crush people who didn't like land in the circle because I
I
just played
rated
this
so
hazard.
well, I felt.
Yeah, no, that was pretty good.
Are you doing that again or not this year?
If I do, it's gonna be in like the fall. Alrighty, that is all I have.
That's all I got.
Jefferson, we are all good talking about this. If you guys like the video, make sure to like and subscribe. Yeah, and we'll see you in the next one.
Cheers.